They pushed you away from him. Now they are trying to fix what they caused. They didn't just happen to come between you and him. You could feel it building over time. In the small comment, the quiet interference, and the way things started shifting without a clear reason. What you had didn't break suddenly. It was slowly pulled apart in ways that didn't make sense at first. You noticed the change, even when you couldn't explain it. The conversations felt different. The connections didn't flow the same way. There were moments where things felt off, but every time you tried to understand it, something or someone redirected the situation. It made you question what you were feeling, like maybe you were reading too much into it, but deep down, something wasn't right. You didn't just walk away without a reason. You reached a point where staying started to feel heavier than leaving. And even though it wasn't easy, you stepped back from something you once believed in, carrying questions that never got answers the way they should have. And that is when everything changed, because once you were no longer there, the space you left behind didn't stay the same. What they thought would work without you started to feel different. The dynamic they interfered with no longer had the same balance, and slowly that started to show. Now they can see it. They can see that they can see what was lost in the process of what they caused. The conversations they disrupted didn't just disappear. It left a gap that couldn't be filled the way they expected. And that realization is starting to sit with them in a way they couldn't plan for. That realization is starting to sit with them in a way they didn't plan for. So now, they're trying to fix it. Not in a clear or direct way, but in small actions that showed something has shifted. The same people who once created distance are now trying to close it. The same interference that once pulled things apart is now being replaced with attempts to bring back things together. But it is not that simple, because what was broken wasn't just a moment. It was something that took time to build. And once it was disrupted, it changed how everything feels. You don't return to something like that the same way. Especially when you have already seen what happened. They are realizing it now. They are realizing that now. They are realizing that what they caused didn't just affect you. It changed the situation in the way they can't easily control or undo, and that is where the regret starts to show. Even if they don't say it directly, you didn't leave because you wanted to. You left because something pushed you to that point. And now that you are gone, They are trying to fix what they created, not fully understanding that some things don't go back to how they were. They pushed you away from him, and now they are facing what they actually caused.